look at what you are actually buying. Not a cream, not hydration, not a better skin. You are buying a feeling that your face will be judged less harshly tomorrow than it is today.
A cost that you are bearing. The cosmetics industry has been trying to hide this cost from you. It wants you to believe that all makeup products are safe, that there are no side effects, but the truth is quite the opposite. Cosmetic products, especially those containing forever chemicals, have been linked to fatal health conditions like cancer. And that's not all. These products can also cause birth defects and serious reproductive issues.
Beauty stopped being a preference, it started being a ranking system. People no longer just see your face, they score it, they compare it, and they decide your value before you speak. And that moment, that shift happened, an industry found a perfect way to scale. A global skincare market crossed around $150 billion. That money is not built on results, it's built on people who never feel finished. The product is not skincare, the product is dissatisfaction. This is not how it gets installed. You open Instagram, 5 minutes, scroll, 10 faces, clear skin, even tone, perfect lighting, and the brain does not say this is content. The brain says they are better than you, and you don't notice the thought. But your behavior changes anyway. The gap becomes discomfort, discomforts become demand, and the demand becomes your money. So you search, you watch, you follow routines, not one product, a system, a cleanser, a toner, a serum, essence, moisturizer, sunscreen, morning and night. It feels like discipline, it feels like control, it feels like self-improvement. But answer one question honestly. Who told you your face needed fixing in the first place? This is where most of the people stop thinking. There is a word for what is happening. Lookism, the value based on appearance. In South Korea, this is measurable. Hiring decisions, salaries, social outcomes, face influence, all of it. Plastic surgery is normalized. Photos are expected in job applications. Beauty is not optional, it is leverage. But Korea did not create this system. It revealed what happens when appearances become trackable. Once something is trackable, it becomes optimizable. Once it's optimizable, it becomes scalable. Social media turned your face into numbers, likes, views, matches, engagement, all tied to how you look. Dating apps removed everything else. No conversation, no personality, no context. Just face. A decision under second. When your value gets compressed into 1 second, improvement stops being optional. It becomes survival. That's where skincare shift. Not as a care, as a competition. Nobody tells you that directly. They say something softer. You can slightly be better. That sentence builds billion-dollar industry because nobody resists improvement. You don't feel targeted, you feel motivated. So you start. One product, small change. You want more, another product, then another. This is where the trap closes. Your routine stops being about your health. It starts being about chasing a moving target. The target that never stays still. Trends change, filters change, standards change. Your good skin today becomes average tomorrow. Average does not sell. So you buy again. Now add money to the equation. The product manufactured for 10 rupees enters a new market and sells for 600. Same chemistry, different story. Korean skincare, Japanese skincare, French formulation. You're not paying for ingredients, you are paying for association. And the skincare industry allows you to be more than any other industry. Clothes can be compared, cars can be tested, skin cannot be measured instantly. So the perception becomes reality. Now it goes deeper. You don't wear your skin, you are your skin. So when the product promises and improves your skin, it feels like you're improving your identity. That's why this pricing works. That's why the reputation works. That's why you don't stop. Here's what gets ignored. Your skin is already intelligent. It protects you from bacteria, from UV damage, from dehydration, from pollution. It heals itself, it builds itself, it adjusts itself constantly without your input. Most of the human history, this system worked without any intervention. Now we interfere it daily. Layer, strip, build, repeat. Softly, your skin's natural barrier system weakens. Then comes the final stage, dependency. Your skin stops functioning the same way without these products, dry without moisturizer, exposed without sunscreen, uncomfortable without routine. You no longer use these products, you rely on them. That's the most valuable customer. Not the one who buys, the one who cannot stop buying. Now connect the entire system and its chain. Social media creates comparison, comparison creates discomfort, discomforts create demand, demands create consumption, consumption creates dependency, and dependency creates permanence. Not conspiracy, no secret. The system is exactly working how it's designed, with you inside. Now stop and answer this. Is your skin actually better than what it was years ago? Not different, better, calmer, stronger, more stable. Or you are just constantly adjusting something, fixing something new, and constantly chasing the next improvement. If you're always fixing, you are not improving, you are maintaining damage, and that is the difference no one points out. This is not about rejecting skincare, it's about understanding the intention. Solving a problem is care, chasing approval is consumption. They look identical, but they are not. The shift happens when the questions enter your mind. Why do I feel I need to change my face at all? The question breaks the loop. You stop reacting, you start choosing. And this is not an outcome of a system. This is outcome of something which you can afford and you can spend money on. And the moment your decisions are no longer driven by insecurity, you become extremely difficult to sell to. This is the one outcome of the system that you cannot afford. This is Akash signing off. See you in the next one. Take care.